so it's a head that says babies are the enemy. And in return, if we go with this mentality, eventually we will become a pariah state. That is, we will be isolated in the whole world. President Erdogan has already said that we are now a terrorist state. It didn't act like an organization, it acted like a state. Indeed, inside Israel, a former general opposition leader, Yair Golan, former chief of staff Yair...
There are rumors that he was invited to America. How true is that?
Golan. I will ask about that in a moment when we get to that point. That has not been confirmed yet. But look, they are in the line. What did President Erdogan say today on Wednesday? Let's take a look at that. Gift, can you please bring HD, friends? Now here, in your efforts to put an end to the humanitarian tragedy in Gaza, which has now reached the level of atrocity, I count on the support of my friend Trump. God willing, we will soon be able... We hope to receive heartwarming good news and good tidings. Now, that's a lot, I guess. Is no coincidence, obviously. This is what the Israeli press is saying. We have been completely excluded. Now the way to Washington is through Ankara. What do you think, Ismail Hokum? Let me start with you. President Erdogan seems to have signaled this clearly.
As I said at the beginning, Trump does not look at the issue humanitarian. He looks at it interest-oriented. Their interests intersect here in stopping this incident. So not from a humanitarian point of view. In the context of its own and its country's interests, it will take a step to ensure that the problem here does not continue, that this war, this genocide somehow ends. But it must also be stated, only recognizing the state of Palestine will take a step to solve this problem. There are much more structural problems. Maybe it is beyond the limits of this program. It is a long issue. The issue of borders, the issue of refugees, the issue of the occupying settlers. Will the Palestinian state that will be established have an army? Will it be a normal state? And so on. There are so many problems. So not only, it is not a question of recognizing the state of Palestine. It is also a matter of recognizing that the decades-long Palestinian problem has now become chronic. Obviously, there are many obstacles to a solution, but of course, at least a step should be taken to stop this genocide. Very important. Maybe I can emphasize that.
What do you say, Reverend? So there were elements inside that could be described as footsteps of a coup. Please, let's vola that too. There is a rebellion inside too. We already know these hostage families. Every Saturday there were protests with hundreds of thousands of people. I've just seen about the exit of Yargola, which you pointed out. Influential figures. It was Ehud Barak, former prime minister, but we know that he is an influential figure. He says we need to send this man away. We need to send him away with a coup.